Boom.
What's good, man? You know what it is? It's
Yeah.
your boy Preston here with Mr. Gorman, Clips Gorman himself, bro. Be sure to follow us at the Rockets on Robin, man, and you can follow my channel at the TownRundown, both on X and Instagram as well as YouTube. Be sure to check all that out. Gorman, bro, tell them where you're from, what it is, and what's good.
Man, I'm out here in Florida living the dream. Living the 10-5 life. It could be worse. Excited and very excited for the future of this basketball team.
You know, the sky is not falling in Houston. Houston does not have a problem. Houston isn't the problem in terms of things are wrong. You know what I mean? But we're living in it. Like you said, we're 10-5, man. When was the last time we were 10-5? It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
But you know, we could be 20 years down the road, like the Kings not making the playoffs. You know, we could be the Wizards. We're in a good spot. I'm enjoying the team. But let's not start off talking shit. We got the Pacers in front of us tonight, right? Jalen Green, I think, is confirmed to play tonight, right? Illness, quote unquote. But Cam Whitmore questionable. Steven Adams playing? Not sure. So we'll see what happens with that. But the Pacers are a real squad, man. Tyrese Halliburton looks like he's kind of regressed from like that superstardom role. He has not been phenomenal, but he still had a couple of good games here and there, like 30 and 14. You know, that's pretty phenomenal. But overall on the season has not been last year. He hasn't been in-season tournament Tyrese Halliburton. Ever since he's gotten Pascal Siakam, it seems like he's kind of a little different. Hey, live.
Wow.
Right?
Hey.
Wow.
What's happening, my people? I can't barely hear what y'all talking about over there because it's loud over here in the background. But yeah, we live from the Toyota Center, downtown Houston, Texas. Rockets versus the Pacers. I don't know no updates of who playing or not. I think Jalen Green might not be playing. Real quick, keys to the game. Pacers like to play fast break defense. That's number one. Another thing, 3-point defense. Number 3, last one, push the pace. Like we got to keep up with their pace, and we got to make sure that we're playing, intentional offense, not this random Elmer Fudd hunting for Bugs Bunny offense that we like to do, bro. We can't be doing none of that. So, them my little keys to the game. That's all I got. It's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AK Infinity _BBS, and we
we love to see AK dropping a bomb on us real quick.
Yeah, I love it.
It's good. He and AP are there actually at the game, so be sure to stop by and say hi.
Yeah,
guys. But yeah, guys, show out tonight. Let's do it. So, Gorman, he's kind of talking keys to the game already, so let's just kind of jump into it on our end. I think he's right on some things of that for sure, but give me your take, man. I mean, what to watch out for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. If the Pacers are taking the ball from under the basket, then we won't have this problem for them running fast, even though they still will try to run on you pretty quick. We got good transition defense, so I believe we match up well. He is right that they want to play extra fast, but let's try to get them to take the ball out of the basket. Let's let Şengün work. Let's get into some real actions. Let's, like he said, be intentional with our actions. I'd like to see more of that split action sets. I want to see stuff getting run early and often, and like he said, with intentionality.
100%. Yeah, Şengün. I'm not saying he's the X factor tonight, but this is going to be a solid game for him. He's got to be important tonight. You've got Benedict Mathurin, who's a solid player. Obviously, Tyrese Halliburton. You've got Miles Turner over there, who is like Kristaps Porzingis light, I guess. In a way, he's a solid all-around player and an elite shot blocker. So that's something that's going to be interesting because when we have to face an elite shot blocker, someone who can get 2 or 3 blocks in a game, like we struggle a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we do struggle a little bit, and especially Jalen, right? So if he is playing tonight, this is going to be a game where like you're going to have to hit those mid-range shots that you're missing. You're going to have to, you hit a floater last game over over Brooke Lopez, and then you hit a high arcing layup. You're going to have to hit not just one, but like probably 4 or 5 of those times. You're going to have to make those shots. You're going to have to be acrobatic. We saw that Jordan layup, right? We saw that. You're going to have to pull it out tonight. You know what I mean? Pause. I'm going to expect some good things from you tonight. But these are things that you're going to have to be as a $180 million man. You know what I mean? Like you're $130 million man. You're going to have to do these things. And then circling back to Şengün, we need the aggressiveness, bro. Be intentional, like both y'all said. Bro. Be intentional with your movements. Follow through too. Don't stutter step. You got to have a decision made while you're before you make the move. You know what you're gonna do before you do it, instead of like half thought, halfway. Like you got to commit and miss the shot. Try to get your rebound or take the turnover instead of standing in the paint for 5 seconds and then dishing it out to Amen Thompson in the corner. And shout out Amen. He's been hitting threes this season. He hit a couple threes. That's nice to see. But like I don't want Amen to be like all right, he's open. Just wing it to him. It's like, okay, Draymond, hit that 3 at the top of the key. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're not my release valve. I also think someone we haven't talked about yet is Reed Shepherd. Hey, shout out, Coach. He's here today.
What's good, y'all?
Hey, Coach.
Sure.
We're talking keys to the game, baby. You want to tell us viewers for the night?
Our keys to the game, I mean, I say we got off to a good start against Milwaukee. I mean, just continue to get off to a good start, man. You don't want to get off to a slow start versus this Pacers team. You want to get off. You want to be able to shoot the ball well tonight. You want to be able to keep your turnovers down in a low pace. And again, my main thing, finish quarters. You got to finish quarter strong. If we're up by double digit, we're up big. You got to finish quarter strong. I do not like the way we don't finish quarter strong. We seem to get comfortable in the middle of quarters. If you got a double digit lead, finish quarter strong. And you should be fine.
100%. That's important, man. We saw it against the Bucks, man, where we which is like the opposite, right? Like, not saying that we finished quarter strong with Silas, but I feel like we couldn't ever start a game strong. Like we just couldn't, to save our life under Silas. We might have like a 4-minute stretch of okay basketball and then be asked the rest of the game, right? But like against the Bucks, like we came out swinging, man. I mean, we held them like 12-0, 12-1 for a while there, and then they come back, and then it was just back and forth. And we all saw the controversial call. We all saw the no call. Like, it is what it is. We move on as Rockets fans. We're not Knicks fans and protest games. We just move on. Shout out Knicks. But at the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do. Dante, something to look forward to is Miles Turner. How are we going to attack him tonight?
Again, him and Şengün gonna go at it. Miles Turner is a solid defender as well. He's a very good 3-point shooter. So don't be surprised if you see Jabari Smith on him, because he can shoot. Ime Udoka continue to look for the matchups on the floor that he likes for the Indiana Pacers. I think Aaron Nesmith won't be playing tonight, so it takes a shooter off from them. But he's gonna be tough to stop because he's outside. He can shoot it at a high percentage. So you're gonna see some Jabari Smith on him because he can guard on the perimeter. He'll be able to guard him on the perimeter. You're gonna continue to see Alp, just play off a non-good shooter and stuff like that. So I'm expecting everything to go the same. I mean, our defense been playing very good, man. I like our defense. Our defense been playing very good. So continue to. Ime Udoka is gonna continue to do what he do, but I think you'll see Jabari on Miles Turner.
Yeah, something I hope we can continue from the last 3 games is, I guess 2 out of the 3 games is not necessarily elite shooting, but just shot making, hitting the shots we need to hit, hitting the wide open threes, right? So I feel like we shoot 0% on wide open threes, bro. It's terrible. It's egregious how many wide open threes we get. We just cannot. In the words of AK, because I know he's watching, butt naked wide open. We just can't hit a damn 3 sometimes, man. It's terrible. We gotta put Gorman out there to start showing our guys how to hit 3s sometime.
Yeah, come on.
He says, "Sign me to a 10-day."
Let's go. Jack McVay.
Yeah. Hey, Hey, he's right. He's right. But Chris, man, continuing on what Dante said, how are we going to attack Turner and the defense of the Pacers tonight?
I was hoping you would come to me with this, or I was going to bring it back up. I like to see, you were bringing up acrobatic layups and kind of trying to finish with finesse with Jalen Green.
Yes.
I really want to see if Jalen can just attack a bigger defender. I know that he is good at kind of, contorting his body and kind of getting around them. But I want to see him go for the posters. I want to see him have a little bit of that Cam mentality and maybe try to punch one home on somebody. And this would be a good one to do it on. The reason I want him to do that is because he's not drawing fouls with his acrobatic ways. If he maybe just starts going up a little bit stronger at times, it kind of the jury may be out on Jalen Green, where as long as you jump straight up, you're not going to get a foul, and he's going to try to do some type of acrobatic layup. I believe that he needs to go up strong, and let's see if that he can, try to punch one home on Miles Turner, Siakam, any of these guys who aren't known to be great shot blockers. I'd like to see him try to catch them off balance a little bit and see if he can come at them, try to attack those defenders, down in the low block, because I just don't see it. Jalen's not getting a good whistle, so maybe one way that he could do that is to be a little more attacking and stop playing with a little more less finesse. Maybe to attack Miles would be the best way, in my opinion, that I would do it.
Going up with physical intent, right? Like, go in there and, bro, don't care that this man got a wife and kids. Send him home. Send him in a body bag, man. Do what you got to do, bro. As you see, right? Even when he's not doing an acrobatic layup, but he tries to like contort his body just a little bit, right? So just going up with it. We do see zero calls. Like last night, I mean, AJ Green was, good defender. Yeah, credit where credit's due, but bro was hacking, bro. Brooke Lopez is getting away with calls that you're not supposed to get away with, bro. Giannis. I mean, you saw how he broke up that layup. He put his elbow in Jalen, bro. You can't do that. You can't do that, man. We need more physicality for sure. More intent. More red tinted shades, bro. Just go in there. You're a bull, bro. Attack the red. But it's something I also want to see is kind of the same from Şengün. I want to see him just put your shoulder into dudes, bro. If you do it a couple times, maybe you get a turnover. Cool. I'm okay with that. You're being aggressive and you telling everybody how tonight's going to go. You are the reason that we're winning the game tonight, right? That's what I want to see is Jalen and Şengün, right? As much as I love Fred and Dylan and what they've been doing for the season, yes, I'm all for it, but they need to be the fourth and fifth options on the team. They need to maybe break glass. Yo, Fred, hit this three real quick. Cool. All right, you got the momentum back. Thank you. Dylan, D up real quick. Give this fast break. Cool. Thank you. But I don't want to see. All right, Dylan, post up, miss shot. All right, Fred three, miss, Fred three. Like, I don't want to see that shit, bro. Especially as you love to see, straight out of a timeout. I don't want to see a play drawn up for Fred or Dylan, right? Unless they get wide open, that's different. But I don't want to see them do something off the dribble and then try to get to the paint. No, Jalen, I don't care. Like at this point, people are gonna hate on me for saying it. He's shooting 39% from the field. I'm not even worried about his percentage right now. We are actively seeing him just not get calls. I'm not worried about his percentage. I want to see him shoot these shots. And if he's missing and proving the haters right, then that's different. And that's a route we need to go down. Okay. But I don't want to see the team get bailed out by Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet. We have to lose a game or two because we trusted the young guys and they failed and let us down. That's what it is. And tonight is a good test for that. There's not guys who are 35, 36 on the team, or not many of them. Tyrese he's kind of in a slump, so we can abuse the hell out of him. When's the last time he played defense? Let's do what we got to do. Benedict Mathurin, I think he's a good two-way player, obviously, and I hold Miles Turner in high regard. But I mean, they're starting Quentin Jackson, and no disrespect, but I have no clue who that dude is. And if he's Quentin Jackson, I have no clue who that dude is. If he puts up 20 tonight, we're gonna have to sit down. I'm coming to Houston myself. We're having a conversation. But yeah, anything else, guys, that I'm really missing? Like, what are you guys expecting tonight offensively? Right? I think we talked like a bit keys, but like what specifically? What kind of angles of attack? DHOs are we running? What kind of pick and rolls? What plays? What lineups? Gorman will start.
Yeah, like I brought up before, that split action. They started running it a couple of games ago. They run it real late in the Oklahoma City game, and it didn't really bail for much. But in the Bulls game, they run split action from start to finish, and you saw what it was gaining from him. It got Şengün with 10 assists. He had the triple double. But that's that old split action that's been killing us for years. That split action to a DHO, they run a little bit last night or the other night with Jalen and Şengün. Off of the split action, they run it to a DHO. It got Jalen downhill. It got him on. I believe he ended up kicking it out for a missed Tari 3 or something. But yeah, that definitely something I want to see a lot of that split action. I want to see a lot of movement off ball, put Fred off ball, feed Şengün at the elbow, and then work that split action with, Dylan or Fred, and let Jabari sit off in the corner and kick. So, yeah, I definitely want to see some real actions tonight. I want it to go to back to the bland, pick and roll, see what happens between the Fred, short roll stuff. I'd rather not. To your point, let's just put Fred off ball, just to start it. If he's going to bring the ball up the court, then run that split action and put Şengün at the elbow and make him the primary force, and then put him off ball. If not, then let Jalen bring the ball up. Yeah,
100%. And before I get Dante here, something that is nice to see with Jalen is like he's crossing that court with 20 seconds on the clock and immediately going. Fred waits almost a full 8 seconds before he's at court. Like, we shouldn't be starting our play 8 seconds of the shot. We shouldn't be starting our play at 16 seconds. We should be starting our play 19, 20, like immediately get right in, because we're such a fast-paced team. Like, we can be such a fast-paced team, right?
Well,
no, he's not, but we have athletic guys who can, and we need to play to their strengths. That way we can be our best. And it's not that Fred is bad at playing fast. I think he's okay. If you just let him get down, you let someone else run the fast.
I think he's bad. I really do. I just think he's bad at it. I really do. He doesn't see the court, that far ahead. Sure. He's great at making the right play, and he's great at getting your offense settled down into not turning the ball over. But other than that, he's not going to make any kind of special play. He's rolling off of screens, anything like that. With him playing fast, it drives me crazy. I seen him push the ball ahead a couple of times earlier in the Bulls game, but for the most part, he loves to slow it down. That's his style, and it really and truly, the way if you're going to be a good defensive team and not a good offensive team, you should slow it down. You should, get it out of the mud, and you should be shooting late in the shot clock. But that's just not our style. That's not the best for Jalen Green. It's not the best for, Jabari, Tari, Amin, those kind of guys. So, let's push it ahead. Let's go with what works with the guys that we got. And yes, exactly. Let Jalen bring it up so that he can get into the action before, 8 seconds, 9, 10 seconds in the shot clock.
100%. Dante, bro, let's go to you, man. So we're talking about some of the interesting offense things. He's talking about running split actions and fast pace here. What are your thoughts on that? And do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say we can try to be a good pace team, but that's just not, what we are. We not that type of team. We more of a half court set team. We just run our offense. That's just what we want. We just not gonna be a running gun. We just not gonna be a team that goes quicker. We just not gonna be a team that's in a hurry. So we do have to accept the fact that that's not us. That's not us. And again, I don't mind Dylan Brooks posting up if he have a mismatch, because, like I say, at Memphis, the dude was an 18-point per game scorer. Let's not act like the dude can't put the ball in the basket. But again, other than that, if he have a mismatch, I don't mind him doing it. No, I don't want him doing it. Do I want him doing too much? Hell no. But if he has a mismatch, if he's having one of those hot shooting nights, I don't mind him posting up in a mismatch and taking advantage of that. I don't mind it. I don't think too much of it. But other than that, I'll say, man, I just like I say, you're gonna see a lot of things tonight. I expect our defense to still be solid, like has been. We're not a high scoring team at all, just to be playing fast pace. I just think just stick with what's work and what it works. Like I say, we just run more of a set offense. If you just play through LP, he's hot with these triple doubles. Just play through him. Let him make the decisions. And like I say, as long as we're not turning the ball over, not making those live ball turnovers, we should be fine. As long as we get more possessions than the other squad, we should be fine. We should be fine. Like I say, we just not gonna be that fast paced type of offense. Offense that's pushing the pace. We just not that. We just gonna be. Our defense just sets up our offense. When we stop guys on defense, and when we making shots, we are hard. We just gonna be a hard team to beat. Then period. And we've been doing that outside of the bus game, which is, like I said, I'm not mad at the bus game because, again, I mean, we were on a crazy winning streak, and then we coming out for 43. We coming out for 140 a game. We scored 143 points. So in that Bucks team, they still got Giannis, Damian Lillard. Like I say, can still be Super Saiyan Damian Lillard. It turn into that anytime. But other than that, they just feel like it was going to be a trap game right there. But the Pacers, like I say, man, they've been struggling. They have not been the same. Of course, it's early in the season, but again, just come out, execute. Don't have these live ball, turnovers, and make your goddamn free throws. Please, just make your free and stop missing these. Let's stop missing these free throws. Come on,
Hell it, coach.
Yeah, we just made. Go ahead. What you got?
Oh no, I was just saying that drives me crazy when they miss their free throws. And with the Dillon Brooks thing, let me add this: the timing. The timing with it, Dillon Brooks thinking that he's him is fine in the second and third quarters, but when it's 2 minutes to go and Dillon Brooks is driving to the lane and shooting fadeaways over Wembanyama, you guys aren't exactly excited about that, are you?
No. I'm not talking about like we know that now. I'm not expecting him to do that at the end of the game. I'm talking about like in the middle of the game. If he's hot, if he's got a mismatch, I don't mind him taking advantage of that mismatch. But late in the game now, just like I'm like corner in the corner that he missed, that probably would have sealed.
Yeah, he had a good shot.
Milwaukee. I'm not mad at that because that's wide open. You're gonna miss those. A lot of people don't make those shots. I'm not mad at that. Those are the shots he needs to continue to take. But if I'm without buying him taking advantage of a mismatch. If depending on if he's hot, then nah. But I don't want him doing it at the end of the game. He's not an option at the end of the game. Hell no, I don't want that.
Hell no.
Yeah. Also be in Jalen Green hand or LP hand in the early when we need a bucket. That's who the ball needs to be in the hand.
And we've seen obviously Jalen Green has been super clutch in the fourth. He's been great in the fourth quarter for us. I think he still is averaging 8 points in the fourth quarter on 43%, which you're looking at the percentage like but you see how they're guarding him. The percentage isn't terrible for how they're being on him, right? And Şengün himself has been okay, especially against the who was that team a couple nights ago that we played that took us pretty deep in the fourth. I'm blanking. Who do we face before the Bulls?
Clippers. Yeah. Şengün was making good plays in that game. Both games actually, but especially that second game because that was he had that triple double, and it's nice to see him hitting like clutch dunks like that and making the right play in the fourth. And that I think that just shows the overall growth of some of the players, right? Despite what we've seen earlier in the season, but again, it's 15 games and this 15 game sample sizes. I don't know how you guys feel about a 15 game sample size, especially the way that we started versus the last 10 games have gone, 11 games have gone. I feel like the first 4 or 5 games versus the last, like I said, 10 games have almost been completely different. I don't know if your thoughts are different on that. But with that being said, this 15 game sample size is we're really getting more of a feel of how the players are. So far, I think the most we've put up this season for a single player was Jalen. He put up 36, right? And that's the most anyone else has put up. Otherwise, it's been like 29, 28, 28, 17, 28. We're not a good offensive team, are we? I'm not saying we got to have a guy who averages 30, but like seeing inconsistency of like multiple games of the game high is 22 for us is kind of concerning. I think we don't hang with those high octane offensive teams unless we can out defense them. That's it. Like we did with the Clippers, we somehow shut their shit down, prevented James Harden from getting history in Houston, which to me that was nice to see. Just clamping his ass up that whole time. But yeah,
Any other thoughts for this pregame? I know I'm not as entertaining as AK. I can't keep the flow going like he's got.
Oh, you're good.
But what's what else we got? What else we got?
No, I agree with you. We're just trying to find our way on offense would be the best way to put it, in my opinion. We're a good defensive team, and that's real. That defense is going to keep us in games. We're not going to usually get blown out, and we're streaky shooters. If we could tone it down, I mean, there's no way that you'd expect Jabari to be shooting this low a percentage. You wouldn't expect Fred to be shooting this low a percentage. Dylan's starting to turn it on a little bit, but he was struggled early in the year, and he's had some games that were just 0 for 5s, 0 for 6s. And of course Jalen is struggling a little bit shooting the basketball, but these are all correctable things. I think that if shooting is our biggest issue, we just got to get in to make shots. I mean, that's the best we can ask for. Just like, Coach just said that if, take that shot, Dylan, it's the same thing all the way around. We're going to live with that result. If we're getting a good shot all year and we're just not making them, we're going to just need to get better shooters. And I think at least the process is there. I'm seeing good, they're not having those lulls of offense, which is just bad offense. Early in the season, we saw that, when Jalen wasn't hot, it was very bland. Now we're seeing at least some offense being run. We're actually seeing some real offensive sets, some NBA offense, and we're seeing some more of that Fred off ball stuff. And we're seeing Shen Hub. So I think once we kind of figure out where our groove is and where we kind of work best, right now it seems like we're trying quite a few different things. So I think we're in a good spot. If we're going to live and die by our defense, that's a good place to be with Amen Thompson and Tari Eason, and then Alpern's Leap, man in the middle. So I think we're okay. 15 games is a good look at it. And, I think we just got to knock down more shots to just be the story of the year, if you ask me.
Yeah. Continuing up what you said, you brought up Amen Tari. This is a question for Dante, and then, of course, I want you to answer this. What do you guys feel, or how do you feel about the Houston Rockets making them untouchable? And are they the only untouchables on the team?
I like it, man. Like I say, why break up your young core, man? Why break up everything when everything is just like going completely well? I'm completely on board with the young core, man. We showing, man, like I say, as Rockets fan, diehard, all of us Rockets fan, man, we should be proud, man. Because this is what we predicted, man. Like I say in the group chat, we predicted to be like 9-4 early on, 8-4. This is what we predict our team to be, man. So we should be proud. I mean, like Chris said, and I said it multiple times, man. If wide open shots going to be a problem, then that's fine. As long as you taking good shots, I'm okay with taking good shots. You just in a shooting slump. Like, I mean, early on in the season, Jalen Green was carrying our squad because he was making everything. He was including step backs. Fred VanVleet couldn't buy a basket. Until the Knicks game. Now look at him. He can't seem to miss. Jabari Smith, the same way. Can't buy a bucket. Now all of a sudden he gets hot versus the Clippers. Now he can make a shot. I mean, it happens. It's an 82-game season. It happens. I mean, everybody not going to shoot well every single night. You're going to go months where you're going to shoot well, and when you're going to go months when you're not going to shoot well. It's just the NBA. Good shooting just don't last. I mean, but if I was teams, I'd be scared because if we making shots, we can be a hard team to beat if we making those shots, and especially the way we play defense and them Terra twins just terrorizing really everybody and just make it hard for everybody and stuff like that. If we making shots, we just it's almost like we just hard to beat, man. So I'm not gonna be mad if we miss wide open shots. I'm not gonna say don't take them if we're wide open. You're gonna take a wide open shot if you're just wide open. You just gotta make it. So we got guys that can't make wide open shots. Then we got to go get guys that can make wide open shots or put guys in that can make them. So other than that, then I'm happy where we are. We 10-5, bro. We 10-5. We already better than we were last year. When we play defense, our offense is going to be a whole lot better. When we don't make shots, then it's going to take a toll on our defense when we don't make shots. So other than that, man, I think we good, man. We good. I think we in the fight. We going to be fighting all year. It's gonna be a grind in the Western Conference all year for playoff bursts. Teams are gonna get better. We have a chance to get better. We're gonna go through some struggles. We're gonna lose to teams that we really don't supposed to be losing to. I mean, that's just the way NBA goes. That's just the way the NBA goes. It's just hard to win in any league, no matter what it is. But we're fine, man. We 10-5, man. We're fine, and we just gotta continue to beat the teams we supposed to beat. That's how good teams do that. If we're gonna continue to be a good team, you gotta beat the teams you're supposed to be. You can't continue to lose to teams like Charlotte. You can't lose to a bad Brooklyn Nets team, and you just gotta beat up on the teams you're supposed to beat.
Yep. Beautifully said, bro. Beautifully said. Gorman, do you have anything to expand on that? Talk about that in general, or talk about Ben Thompson and Tari Eason being the only untouchables?
Yeah, I'll touch that. In my opinion, I mean, those are my two favorite guys. I would make them untouchable right now because let's see, this is just the start of that. Nobody has heard of the Terror Twins 2 weeks ago. So, now let's see what this floor. Let's build on it. Let's see how good they can really be because nobody has any idea how good Ben Thompson could be. Nobody has any idea how good Tari Eason's going to be. It's all just a guess. It's all a projection. And those two are almost unprojectable. I would have never told you that Tari Eason would score 18 points a game. And that's just what he'd do. So there's just, every time we've given Amen or Tari any kind of runway to do something a little bit different, they've succeeded. They've, more than succeeded. They've they've took the ball and run with it, really. And I think they're all untouchable, in my opinion. I want to see at least a half a season of Jalen. If he shoots poorly, he shoots poorly. But I want to see it. When I want to piggyback on what Coach was saying is with Jalen Green and us taking our shots. Can y'all think of a bad Jalen Green shot this year?
Say it.
Everything been good to me. Everything just been
they have been really good shots. Now I can name about 5 or 6 Fred VanVleet bad shots and Dylan Brooks shots that I don't like. But Jalen Green, it seemed like that was a 2 or 3 game thing there, or 2 or 3 time a game deal there was he would take a bad shot. And this year, the process has all been there. And when the shots aren't falling, he's still playing good defense. And, I wouldn't have thought he would put up in that Milwaukee game. If you were to look at his box score, not just not looking at it, I wouldn't have thought he would have scored 15 points, but he had 21. He's scoring even when you don't really notice him, and he wasn't getting to the line so much. So, he's impacting the game in other ways even more than I expected him to even be able to. He's playing good defense and he's being a positive. So, in my opinion, I believe they're all untouchable currently. Ask me, come after the deadline. I know that sounds weird, but I just feel like you should give, these young guys a chance to build something, like a real legacy, a real dynasty here, because if you trade it off, you're going to get 2 or 3 years and you're going to shorten your window, and it's just not going to be as special. So, draft it, see what it happens. This is a good year to kind of really see what these guys can do and let them see if they can get into the playoffs and really make a run at it.
Yeah, something to piggyback one more thing before you go, Press. Again, man, like I said, I'm glad we're gonna stick to our young guys, and I believe we should, man. Like I said, we can win with this team, bro. We can win with this team right now. You got teams in the West that we thought that could be good that aren't so really so good. So now's the time to take advantage of that. When we win more, the schedule just gets softer and softer. When we lose, it's going to continue to get harder and harder the more you lose games. But other than that, man, like I say, man, imagine if Amon Thompson gets a jump shot or either a consistent mid-range, that kid will be unstoppable to guard with no one better to guard that kid, man. But other than that, it was teams calling for Tari Eason last year. It was people that wanted this guy last year, wanted to immediately trade for this guy. So I'm glad we making that guy untouchable. I'm glad they saying everybody's untouchable, and I'm glad Ime Udoka sticking to the commitment because he got our guys out there fighting, and it's good to go into every game knowing, hey, we can win this game. We can compete with this team. We don't got to worry about just going out there, just throwing the ball away, making live ball turnovers, just having guys just sitting on the bench, not looking at the coach. We ought to be glad we're not seeing that type of basketball no more. We ought to be glad people not fighting on the bench or nothing like that. We just we ought to be happy. We ought to just be happy. And then this is the time as all of us as Rockets fans to enjoy this, because man, this is 2 straight years of going on that we're winning games, and that we can say this team is fun to watch, man. We actually love this Rockets basketball that we're watching. We actually enjoy watching our young players, and every time a Rockets game come on, every morning you wake up, you say it's Rockets Day. You feel like you're gonna win that game. You just feel like you win that game.
Dang, Dante, you should be a motivational speaker. That's beautiful.
And then Steven's like when we had Steven Silas, we wake up in the morning, oh shit, we might want to mark it down. We losing this game. We losing this game. We losing this game. We woke up. How many times? Everybody, me, Prince, and Chris, you woke up every morning knowing you have Steven Silas as a coach. How many times you woke up in the morning and say, "Man, we got it's Rockets Day. We losing it. We losing this game. We lose the games early. We lose the games before the games even goddamn started." Now all of a sudden we come in, we win. We wake up. We feel good. We can go in this and win this game, no matter against who it is. So it just
this is the New Orleans Pelicans starting lineup: Brandon Boston, Elfrid Payton, Devontae Green, Jaron Robinson Earl, and Yves Missy. Let's chill, and let's be happy with our 5 and our future. I mean, we got a future coming too. It's not like we're only 2 years away and then we're done. We still got a long road ahead, but we also got a big future ahead too.
Look, nothing is built overnight. People need to first, let's lay it out there. Done with trade talks. Obviously, I think we'll bring things up occasionally on here because it's a podcast, but like trade talks, bro. Like we're done.
I want to center. I want to back up big.
I'm
back up big. We need a backup big. Yeah, we need to trade for a backup big.
Yeah.
With
the
big stuff, I agree. Yeah, big splash kind of stuff.
Can Jason Tate please be in the deal too? Can he be in the deal? I'm tired of seeing him on the floor.
Dante, he's already on the plane. Bro. He's just waiting to know where he's got to go.
Predictions, and then y'all got to let me know what y'all think about these jerseys and floor.
Oh, geez, I haven't even looked yet. I got to take a look, man.
I love them, man. The old school flow, I love that, bro. That brings 94, 95 memories. That flow, I love that, man. I love that flow. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna take a look right now. Okay, the jerseys actually look kind of clean. I think they're gonna look better in person. Though. I don't know if I'm not feeling the jersey online look, but let's take a look at that court.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Drexler and Hakeem. It sounds like it's going to be there. It's supposed to be the legends are going to be all over the thing. Matt Bullard's taking their first shot.
Okay. Oh, Otis Thorpe going to be there?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Oh, Matt Bullard's still
okay.
Oh.
No way. Look, at the end of the day, right? Before we get going here, it's a new team. It's a new season. The future's bright. We're not the Wizards, bro.
Yeah.
We're not the Lakers. We're not like the Kings that are just stuck in purgatory, or like the Kings made a move too early. They could have kept Tyrese Haliburton. I think Sabonis has been phenomenal for him. Don't get me wrong. But you could have had Fox and Tyrese Haliburton. You could have drafted a big man.
Sacramento clearly won a trade. They clearly won it. They won it.
I do agree that this, like trading for Sabonis, I do agree, but going about the way they did, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? They swung, and it hasn't gotten them anything. It got them 2 playoff appearances. They've shit the bed in both appearances, and they signed DeMar DeRozan, who has been we know these guys aren't staying. There's already trade talks about Fox maybe coming to Houston, but everyone wants to come to Houston because we have the most assets. So no one actually wants to come to Houston. It's just it's how the GMs work, right? But we've got the most assets. See Gorman, his Wi-Fi must have kicked out. But we don't have what's the word? Like we don't want to have a Kings effect, right? We don't want to be the Lakers where we go for an aging star, we lose all of our assets, everything we worked for, and it's bad. Because the Lakers could have been solid. They had Lonzo Ball, they had Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle. They had what's his name? Alex Caruso. They had another young guy too. Who am I thinking of? But yeah, they just had a lot of young guys, and instead they traded it all, and they could have had the number one pick in Zion Williamson on top of LeBron James. And yes, you wouldn't have Anthony Davis. Yes, you wouldn't have got a chip in 2020, but you just look at it, and their future is just garbage. Dante, I mean, unless you feel different about the Lakers, they're cooked. And similarly, the Clippers, they got nothing, bro. Your young guy is like Kobe Buffkin and KPJ.
Like, they got nothing. The Clippers got absolutely nothing. I mean, like I say, man, that's why I say, man, it's a way we can make the playoffs off right, man. I'm not sold on the Kings, just like I said earlier during the season. I'm not sold on them pretty much. You got a player that's out there scoring 60 and you still find a way to lose ball games. Minnesota is not as good as they were last year. They're not going to be as good as they were. The Pelicans, it may be it's going to be probably a little bit too late for them because they hurt. They beat up right now. They started a Space Jam starting lineup pretty much. They started that type of lineup. Yeah, but other than that, we fine, man. I think we can beat Phoenix. I think we can compete with Phoenix. Bradley Beal again is hurt again. Kevin Durant hurt again. That team is not.
Dante, what I said wait to the middle of the season, and injuries are going to start to fucking happen.
Yep.
My language. It's just how it is, man.
It's just how it is, man. So other than that, man, like we got a great shot, man. We in a good position, dude. We in a great position.
We should be happy that our team is where it's at right now. Yes, are there glaring issues? We're aware of that. That's what growth is for, is to fix these issues. And our biggest issue is shooting, dog. Like Gorman was saying, we're worried about not making shots. That's it. We're not worried about defense. We're not worried about playmaking. We're not worried about rebounding. We're not worried about effort. We're not worried about attitude. We're not worried about coaching. We're just worried about making shots. And we're not even worried about making the right shots. We have the IQ. We're just worried about making the shots, putting the ball in the basket.
We get a lot of the shots. We got to make them. We just got to make them.
We just got to make them. And at the end of the day, these are NBA players. They gonna make these shots. That's why they in the NBA, bro. It's not like you and me in the league, in the rec, putting up, 0 of 15, 0 of 10. You know what I mean? Like we're not sitting on the bench. Like this ain't high school. Like these are real NBA athletes who are making millions of dollars. They're pros for a reason, minus the NASAs. Everybody else is an actual athlete, and they make shots for a living. That's what they do. And when you can't make shots no more, where do you go, Dante?
Oh, you just go sit on the bench. Next,
what happens when you can't make shots? You know what I'm saying? Like
you on the bench.
What we saw with Jason Tate, he said,
hey, soon as he pulled that, pull that stuff back, hey, you got to go, sir. You come on here next to me.
The only reason why he started playing is because of injuries.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
And like the reason he's playing now is because we up by 55.
Yeah, we up.
Like that's it,
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna be a wrap, Dante. Unless you got anything else for this pregame, let's just win tonight, man. It's the Pacers, and I hold them in a respectability, but I'm not afraid of them. But we can't come in playing scared. We gotta just attack these fools, bro. You got Miles Turner sitting in the paint. Is he big? Yeah, don't be afraid of him. Jalen, you went up against Wemby, and did you get your shit blocked? Absolutely. Did you still try it again? Absolutely. That's the mentality I need. You got your shit blocked? No, you didn't. Do it again. You got it blocked again? Do it again. Make them work for this defense, bro. We got to abuse them. Dante, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Man, just win, man. Just win, man. Let's go let's make it 11-5 tonight. Going into our cup game on Friday against Portland. Let's just come out with some momentum, come out with some energy, man. Get off to a very good start. And hey, man, we let's get this win tonight. All these legends on the store. We got guys coming out, legends coming out, seeing Rockets basketball again. That's feel good to see the celebrities and all our Houston Rockets alumni that played for us to come out and watch this good young team play some basketball. So let's get this dub on the court that they made and in them jerseys. Let's get this dub for them guys, man. Because like I say, man, when we was losing, nobody wasn't around. Nobody was around.
There.
Now when we winning right now. Everybody coming back around. So let's get this done for them tonight.
Absolutely. Dante, man, I'll try to set up a halftime stream, but the internet's kind of wild, so we might not do a halftime. If we do, you'll see us back here, baby.
Yes,
Go Houston. Go Houston.